And going back to investments and fundraising, what does that process actually look, and then what's your role in that?
Yeah, we have a small team. Our core executive team is myself and my co-founder and CEO, Ricken. And for almost all fundraising discussions, we are taking those together
Hmm.
because we're addressing different parts of the company and its background and its potential, right? I'm talking about the scientific data sets we've already generated, how would we use that to generate additional studies, how those are packaged into a novel therapeutic, and how that therapeutic can be deployed. But then there's the approval strategy, the reimbursement strategy, and identifying the patients, the prescribers, some of the elements I was just talking about. And so between myself and Rick, we have to be able to cover all the different topics that could possibly come up. And so that's very much a team effort. I think in general, for a startup founder who's taking a fundraising call, you need the CEO, like the chief executive. Of course, you need that person there, but you have to have people that can speak to the technical background, and you need to have those different perspectives because a good investor will ask questions from any different category, and you don't know until you hear the question as a founder. So you have to be ready for that, and you have to be ready to delegate, who's going to answer which question, and then how it can most effectively be answered to satisfy the investor. And also, to your question about like, who's on the call and how do you maximize the effectiveness, you have to put yourself in the shoes of the investor as well. They may be interested in the science, and most of the firms we speak to, they have like, MDs, PhDs, or MD PhDs. So they are clearly capable of understanding the science in a very granular level of detail. But they have to report up to their partners who are focused on the returns for that fund and how that impacts the next fund. And so you have to be able to speak the language of return on investment as well. That's really like table stakes to do that really in a compelling and effective way for those conversations to be successful.